The results for the annual Adequate Yearly Progress, or AYP, report have been released early this week, and parents already know it doesn't seem to be good news for New Mexico. Joining us this morning is Secretary of Education, Dr. Veronica Garcia. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. You know, a lot of reaction this year to this, primarily around the graduation rates. But you say it's not as bad as everybody thinks. How could that not be when we've got, you know, almost 50% of our kids not graduating?
No, the graduation rate is alarming, and that is of concern. What has gotten buried in the whole story is that student achievement is continuing to progress in New Mexico. Over the last 4 years, the growth in various content areas by ethnicities ranges from 6 to 10%, 12%. There have been steady increases in student learning, and that's what's really important, is that student achievement is on the rise. I think that the major alarm has been, this is the first time that we can report, Deanna, a 4-year cohort graduation rate where we can look at where freshmen started 4 years ago and how many of them graduated, and it's about 54% in the state.
Boy, that is just very discouraging, and we've been known for low graduation rates. Right now, the governor is unveiling something called Making Schools Work. What is this going to do, and how is it going to make a difference?
Actually, Making Schools Work has been our agenda all along. What he announced is Graduate New Mexico. It's everybody's business. And what we're doing is a more holistic approach to the graduation, getting kids, dropouts, back into school. We're going to do a massive community outreach, partnering with faith-based and community-based organizations to get kids back into school. But the different component here is Ideal New Mexico, where students who have dropped out that are lacking 2 or 3 classes can take them online, and wherever they can have access to the internet, at the community center, at a library, at home, at school, they can make up these courses.
But how do you get to these kids? A lot of these kids don't want to have anything to do with school.
Well, I think when we can communicate with them that they can learn on their own time, on a computer. They don't have to necessarily be at school to make up some of these credits. We're going to do a massive media campaign. I hope that the station can help us with that outreach to get kids to realize that there are more flexible ways who have dropped out to make up credits.
Now, with this Adequate Yearly Progress Report, it's also highly criticized because a lot of people say it really doesn't look at the real picture. What's your thought about that?
AYP is a set of calculations, and there are 37 ways to not make AYP. So you could have fabulous student achievement, make growth, but if you had 94% attendance instead of 95, the whole school doesn't make AYP. And that's why people find it discouraging, because it does not give us a true picture. This will be reauthorized by Congress. They're going to start the process this spring. I think that we will see a fair way of calculating and measuring and grading schools.
Well, that could change all the calculations, and then it's almost like starting all over again. Were there any bright spots?
Student achievement, as we saw, Native Americans, Hispanics, African Americans are making significant gains in student achievement, but so are Caucasians. So the achievement gap, you know, persists. But all in all, New Mexico, kids are learning, and that's the message that I hope our listeners hear today.
All right, so if somebody wants to get involved, what do they do?
They can contact it. Go on the website. There is an information number there to see if they can get involved. We're going to be doing some outreach to try to reach out to everybody, because it is all of our business that our kids graduate. Thank you.